anything to change the way I felt. So it was amphetamines, heroin, crack, coke, anything just to stop the screaming in my head.
Dave, where are you from?
I'm from Barnsley originally.
Also known as
Town.
where God goes for his holidays.
Also known where God goes for his holidays. Yes. Yeah.
And what was that like growing up in Barnsley? What was your upbringing like?
If I look back, my upbringing was pretty good. Both my parents worked. I always had the best of everything. You know what I mean? I always had the best bikes, the best skateboards, the best everything. Because both my parents worked, and that's how they showed the love, by buying me the best of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when did you start taking drugs? How old were you when you started taking drugs?
Well, I think I was pretty young, really, because could always, even at a young age, me and my sister could always have a glass of wine with some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But I really started. It really started getting out of control when I was like 14, 15, and I was drinking in park with my mates. You know, crates of lager, bottles of cider that my mother bought me. You know, and so I could hang about with my mates. I was always a cool kid because my parents would buy me a drink.
Yeah.
House parties, just out of control.
Is that how it started with alcohol?
Yeah.
Or
Alcohol, we call it in, a drug of choice or drug of no choice. Alcohol really started me with alcohol.
Yeah.
Smoked a bit of weed when I was younger, but I didn't really start on the hard stuff until I was much older. But
when did you start realising that you had a problem? When did you realise that you were an addict?
Really, I was at college. I was only young. I was only like 17, 18. I was at college because I'm a fully qualified chef by trade. You know what I mean? Pissed out of my tree, messing with knives. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could cut my fingers off.
Yeah.
But it really started. My life was becoming unmanageable. Like I said, I was drinking all day. I was drinking all night, passing out in random bedrooms. You know what I mean? Waking up, chucking on some clothes and going straight to college.
Yeah.
My life was out of whack really young, 18, 19,
Wow.
20, just drinking all day, every day. I was getting kicked out because by then my mum and dad had split up. So my dad was living somewhere, mum living somewhere. Both got new husbands and wives, and I was just causing chaos. So I was at my dad's, drinking all day. He'd kick me out to go to my mum's, drinking all day, causing chaos. She'd kick me out and go back to my dad's. It was just back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Met me now ex-wife when I was like early 20s, and I was just causing chaos. I was absolutely just pissed down the tree all day, every day, causing absolute carnage. Somehow I managed to father a child. Early, but about 26, just caused chaos in his life. You know what I mean? Just absolute caused carnage, mate. Carnage. In and out of prison. After the third time in prison, everybody washed their hands on me. So I getting released from prison. I was being released homeless. So I was immediately committing crimes just so I got somewhere to live. Yeah. So I just keep getting resent back down, released, prison, released, prison, released, prison, constantly. I once got sent back down that fast, I went back into the same bed.
Yeah.
And my bed had not been made.
Asked you to save it for you.
Yeah, that's how fast I got sent back down once. And that just happened like that constantly, and then I would constantly getting anything to change the way I felt. So it was amphetamines, heroin, crack, coke, anything just to stop the screaming in my head. You know what I mean? Just to quieten that, and that's just how it worked. All my life up until 6 years ago.
That was my next question. How long did that happen? How long did you, from when you started taking drugs till you get sober?
Well, I started really bad taking drugs when I was 15, which was drink. And then I didn't sober up then until I was 37.
So how many years? That's 22 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Addiction.
Yeah, you're better at maths than me.
Thinking about that, I mean, people brush over that number. I mean, we know how many people with how many years sober. Yeah. And you actually think about 22 years.
Yeah.
It's a long time, isn't it?
And all I did was cause chaos, mate. Just caused chaos in everybody's lives.
Yeah.
I were a whirlwind for people's lives. No wonder people washed their hands on me.
Yeah. And what was obviously you talk about how you could get your hands on anything.
Yeah.
If you had your choice, if you had them all laid out in front of you, which is your poison?
If I were to relapse today, I would probably relapse on cider, alcohol. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Because that were always my go-to. You know what I mean? It was cheap. For a tenner back in the day, for a tenner I could get 9 litres of cider.
Yeah.
That kept me going all day. That.
Yeah.
A tenner. You know what I mean? But once you start on that on crack cocaine, your views will probably. Once you start on that crack, it is very, very moreish, and it eats through your money fast.
Yeah.
You can do thousands in a day. In a day, if you can earn thousands in a day,
Yeah.
you can spend it. But if I were to cheap and cheerful me, as long as I could change the way I felt, the cheaper the better. So if I were to relapse today, it'd probably be on a 3 litre bottle of cider, if they're still selling it, and they're still selling.
In your 22 years of addiction,
Yeah.
what would you say is rock bottom? What would you say is where it was at its worst?
Like I've just alluded to then, waking up, rattling, needing some sort of opiate in me to stop feeling this crap. And it's raining outside, and I've got no energy to go out and steal anything. No, I can't get no money off anybody because none of my family want to talk to me. I ring my mum up, my dad up, they just hang up phone on me. You know what I mean? Because I cause chaos.
Yeah.
My rock bottom, right, where I got arrested, and they asked me if I wanted to phone anybody up, and there was not one person on this planet that would have accepted a phone call from me. And that was my rock bottom. Not one person would have accepted a phone call. So that I knew then I got nobody in life, nobody.
So you mentioned when you've got no money to take drugs. You mentioned the word rattling.
Yeah.
Most people probably don't know what that means.
It's withdrawing.
Yeah.
Withdrawing.
What is that like? What if you could put it into words, what that is?
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. It's that's the only way I can describe it. It's horrible. I do not recommend it. Don't ever try it. Don't recommend it. You're sick. You feel like you've got flu. It's just horrible. That's the heroin rattle. The alcohol rattle is. I would say personally, in my experience, the alcohol rattle is a bit more painful. I've done both rattles, and in my opinion, I would say the alcohol one's a bit worse. But somebody might say that the heroin rattle's a bit worse. You know what I mean? It all depends on your thing. But the best rattle I've ever done is the one I wanted to do. You know what I mean? When I came to Reflections, and that was it. Yeah. I knew that it would get better.
So going into recovery, how long's it been since you've been to recovery?
6 years, and about 3 months. 6 years, 3 months, and a couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any regrets?
No.
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 Oh.
No. So I suppose my only regret is I didn't try it sooner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I caused a lot of pain and misery in my life and everybody else's. But that's my journey. I got it when I needed to get it.
Everything you did made you the man you are today, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you had a message to anyone that's were in your position, was been in addiction for years and years, and you couldn't find a way out, what would you say?
There is a way out. You go to your drug services. Go on the internet. Search for local support groups. Narcotics Anonymous, Cocaine's Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous, Gamblers Anonymous, anything that you can find a 12-step group somewhere, just find a 12-step group and go to it. And then you'll be among friends.
Yeah.
You'll find friendship and people who are willing to help you, tell you what you need to do.
There's this big stigma as well that you have all this fun on drugs, you know, it's all chaos.
Yeah.
And then you get to recovery and it's miserable and it's...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What would you say to that?
That's bullshit. I've had more fun in recovery than I ever had in addiction.
Yeah.
More fun. I can appreciate things more. I sometimes sit on my own just and have a little giggle at myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I enjoy life so much now. It's not every day is a laugh, and some days I have to do some serious work. But all in all, I have fun being in my recovery. I really do. Yeah. If it weren't fun, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so my last question. Okay, how do you stay clean? What's your secret to staying 6 years sober?
Well, there is no secret. The big book of Alcoholics Anonymous tells us that nothing so much will ensure immunity from using as intense work with addicts.
Yeah.
I've been set free by the 12-step program. Now I just go and tell somebody else how I did it. That's all I have to do.
Yeah.
And then I get another day clean. A few simple things: praying, meditating, trying not to be an horrible person, and if I am an horrible person, I go apologise for it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Simple. The simple program. Sometimes it's not easy, but it's a simple program.
Okay.